Wherever you are, welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you for choosing to be here. Thank you for bringing your voices and your hearts into this room. Thank you for your presence and your voice on day 1284. Thank you, Carolyn, for the reminder of the Daily Antidote of Song brought to you by the good folks at Carpe Diem Arts. Want to say a big welcome and thank you to Jaden, who's coming in from Silver Spring today. Thank you, Jaden, for holding fort and doing all the techie stuff and the heart and the art stuff. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Bob, Mabel, and the Bears. Welcome to Gary. Welcome to Ula, and welcome to Jim Scott and Deborah Denonfield and Susan in Cincinnati and Jane Fremont in the UK and Kate in Charlottesville and Delhi and Arlene in Berkeley, welcome, and Aloysius in Westford, and Bob and Karen in Oregon, welcome. Kathleen in Albuquerque, welcome. Carolyn, welcome. Thank you for reminding us of day 1284, I think it was. Thank you for the reminder, keeping track of the days. Welcome, Storm. Welcome, Sheila. I see that you've got the books. Yes, we will speak more about that in a second. Welcome, Nancy, and welcome, Sarah Page in Texas, and Kathy in Denver. Thank you for reminding us of the lands that we stand on. Welcome to Kevin in DC. Welcome, Kevin, to the instrument and the song and the music that you bring as well. Welcome to Sue in Seattle and Ruth in Birmingham and Carolyn in DC and Anne in Silver Spring. Welcome, Linda on Orcas Island. Welcome, Annette in California and Margie Phillips. Welcome to LMG in Connecticut and Bronwyn in Victoria, BC. Welcome, Dawn Peabody, Elise May. Welcome, Sharon. Welcome, Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Welcome, Bob. Welcome, Ray. Welcome, Moon in Alexandria. My name is Shruti. I am currently in Mumbai, India. Also want to give a big shout out to whoever is watching on the live stream, whether you're watching now or later at some point in history. Thank you for revisiting it. Thank you for your presence, and we hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. So delighted that on day 1284 of the Daily Antidote of Song, we have from Amherst in Massachusetts, Annie Patterson, one of the creators of Rise Up Singing, a musician, a songwriter, a leader, a song leader who sings with many groups, leads, sung with so many ways. We're so excited. And thank you for holding up the books and showing your support for Annie. Thank you. Welcome, Annie. What are we singing today?
Hello. Thank you. Oh, it's so good to be back. I love coming here. I love this wonderful platform, and I love all of you. Um, out of all the songs that are in our songbooks, which I think adds up to about 2,400 songs, I
Woo.
chose one that's not in our books to do today. And I really love this song, and with everything going on in the world, I feel like sometimes we just need a little bit of music to remind us that we can do it, that we can put one foot in front of the next. So I chose a song by my buddy Lisa Gutkin of the group The Klezmatics, and Lisa took the words by Woody Guthrie and put them to music. And so this song's called Gonna Get Through This World. And some of you may know it because this is a very, accomplished group of people who know a lot of music. So, yeah, would you like me to teach it or to sing it?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
And we'll sing with you.
So, for anybody playing along, I've capoed my guitar up 3, and I think there's going to be some lyrics, but maybe the chords will come through too. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's good to see friends here today. Really nice to see you, Jane, and nice to see you, Storm. And I haven't connected who else I know on here, but I know there's people I know. Yeah, so this is a song that actually has kind of four parts to it. The first part, well, I'll sing it and then we can teach some of it. How about that? All right, here we go. Well, I'm gonna get through this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna get through this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Well, I'm gonna get in this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna work in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Gonna get through this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna work in this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna get through this world the best I can. Da 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 da. Well, I'm gonna walk in this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna walk in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Yes, I'm gonna talk in this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna talk in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Gonna walk in this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna talk in this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna get through this world the best I can. Oh, I love seeing everybody moving. It's so good.
Let's give it up. Let's show our love and appreciation for Annie Patterson.
Ah, love that.
It's a gorgeous song. It's the first time
Mm,
I'm hearing it, and
yeah.
um, thank you for the melody, and thank you for these words. I think I needed to hear it. Do you want to
Yes.
shine a little
Yes.
more light on the context and where you've about this song and why you chose it today, perhaps?
Yeah, yeah. So, I first heard this song from my dear friends, the duo Emma's Revolution, who've hosted here and been on here many times. So, Pat and Sandy and I have toured together, and we were in Vermont doing a concert together celebrating Pete Seeger. And they said, "Hey, we've got this friend. She lives in, she's in Boston, but she's driving out here and she plays the violin and she's amazing and she's going to come and join us." So Lisa Gutkin joined us on the stage and did a few songs, and this was one of them. And I'll tell you what, when I first heard it, I wasn't familiar with it, but the way that Woody's words come through felt so
Mhm.
authentic and true.
Mhm.
There's just something that happens with when another artist takes someone else's words and makes a song to it. I'm thinking of like Joe Jenks has got permission to do a bunch of Cy Khan songs and put them to
Mm.
different melodies. So yeah, there's something very hopeful about this song for me.
It
And
sounds
that's
absolutely, utterly gorgeous in your voice. Thank you for um,
thank you.
this.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent, a lot of people don't know, I spent my life finding a way to have music be intertwined with telling the truth and giving hope.
Mhm.
So that's something, that our wonderful friend and mentor Pete Seeger really believed in, and we feel like that's a mission that both my husband Peter Blood and I embarked on. Really.
Wow. Yes, songs that bring hope in this world. How come this one isn't in your songbook yet? And what is in those gorgeous songbooks that we have the Daily community holding up?
So yeah, well, I didn't know about this song when we were making the list. I wish we had. Um, but yeah, the first songbook we made in 1988, way back in the day, before there were before there was the internet. When is the third book coming? Oh my god! And the second book, Rise Again, we made in it came out in 2015. And actually, Pete Seeger was on the song selection committee for Rise Again. He just didn't live to see it come to
Mhm.
pass. But we have had a community of people that have helped us put these songbooks together. We couldn't have done it just alone by any means, because it's a lot of it's a lot of work to get the permissions really for
Mhm.
that many songs. And you do have to, even if a song is a traditional song, you do have to prove that it's traditional. When you're doing a big
Right.
project like this, where you're going to be put on the map a little bit, as it were. But some people here are they know that before we did Rise Up Singing, we had an illegal songbook called Winds of the People. Seeing some nodding. Yeah. And that book, I kind of joined in on that towards the end of that publication, but that was an underground radical songbook that, you know, Peter had actually found a way to call Pete Seeger up. I don't know how he did this. This was back in the 70s, and he was like, "I have these songs. I want to put a book together." And Pete Seeger was like, "Well, don't ask for permissions. You'll never get them." And then when Pete Seeger's manager, Hal Leventhal, found that out that he had said that, he got really mad. But yeah, that was a real underground kind of, bootstrap, homegrown version of Rise Up Singing.
Wow. That's lovely. Is the underground one available somehow? Is if we look
People
around?
have copies. They have copies
Mm.
in their hidden away. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could always look for one online, but I don't think anybody sells them.
Well,
um, you
I have
know,
to, yeah, yeah. I have to tell this community, it's never really come up, but I work with some musicians in West Bengal in India who work with the communities across West Bengal. And one of the folk collectors, Kalidas Gupta, Pete Seeger, was a big influence in his life, and they were good friends, and they used to discuss collecting and archiving folk music. And it's never really come up, but it's always sort of been in the back of my head that these worlds are really smaller
they
than we
are.
realize.
Peter and I, my husband Peter and I, were traveling in Japan this past year. We got to
Mhm.
travel there, and we did a couple concerts there. And one of the hosts we stayed with that had nothing to do with our concerts was just a host that we found out about through an organization called Servus, where you can stay with people.
Mhm.
Um, you know, he turns out he loved Pete Seeger, and sometimes you travel around the world and you find that the way that Pete brought folk music, and just not just folk music, but he brought that um, energy, you know,
Yeah.
to speak truth to power. He really did. He brought it all over, and he obviously couldn't have done it without Toshi at home. and she was a force. His wife Toshi was just a force. But yeah, I love that. You know,
Yeah.
somebody was so excited. They came up to me at a concert the other day and they said, we were in Alaska and we saw Rise Up Singing in someone's store. And I didn't say, well, it's been all over the world now. The songbook has really made its way, and partly due to Pete, who promoted it at his concerts. He loved Rise Up Singing because it had a little bit of everything, and he was such an eclectic music lover. You know, he
Hmm.
loved, he loved it all. He loved rock and roll. He loved, Broadway musicals. He loved everything. He really did.
I think at some level he also tapped into the heart of each of these musics. It's one thing to say you're a song catcher and a song collector, but really for me, even Kalidas Gupta, his friend in India, who is no longer there in the physical form, but just somehow spoke truth to power, captured the heart of songs, and the work that Kalida did in the 80s and 70s, 80s, 90s is still very much alive today. And I wasn't born in 1988, in fact, but it's something
It
that
was a
the
long time ago. Surely, it really was.
I was in the cosmos, but it warms my heart to know that these connections are here. And thank you for.
My mother used to say you were a twinkle in your mother's eye. That's what she, I don't
I
know.
love.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the songbooks, we want people to have the songbooks, so we don't discourage people from buying them anywhere, including a company that a lot of people don't like. We love it. Just we want the songbooks to still get out there, and the original publisher, Sing Out Magazine, isn't really um, there anymore. And so yeah, we love it. We want people to share them with their family and say this is a really odd book. You might really find it an interesting conversation piece if you only like classical. But we think it has a place in the world, obviously.
That's awesome. So, Annie, what have you been up to in the last 35 years since 1988?
Let's see. Yeah, short version. I had a couple sons. I have some grandkids, and I've been playing a lot of music. And lately, I've been singing. Well, all those years I've sung with a wonderful swing trio that has also been on here, Girls from Mars. And whenever we're together, if we can possibly make it, we'll try and make it. But last time the Girls from Mars was on here, it was a little tricky because there was some sound issues. Because
Mhm.
I won't go into it, but it had to do with Sandy and Pat from
Right.
MS Revolution being on the road and not, all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I sang with them a couple times a year. But up here, I have a trio called Dear Ella, and we do a mix of jazz and folk and blues. And that's Mary Witt and Ann Percival of Wild Asparagus. Um, and then I sing and play rhythm instruments in the cajon, which is behind me, but you can't see it, in a Joni Mitchell tribute band called Big Yellow Taxi. And I have a
Awesome.
lot of gigs with them coming up, so I guess we're going to probably put them in there.
So, how do we get to know about these gigs? Is it on your website? I think.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah. You can just go on the website for Big Yellow Taxi. Dear Ella's a Facebook page. Girls from Mars website, and all of this is also on my website,
Mhm.
riseupandsing.org. And what's fun about my website, and for anybody who doesn't know, who maybe is new, you can go on there, and we have a search engine we call the Music Box, and on the search engine, you can plug in any song in any of our songbooks, and even songs that aren't in our songbooks, like this one. You can plug in the name in the search engine, and it'll bring you to a page with the lyrics and all kinds of different versions on YouTube. So you
Mhm.
can hear other people's versions of the song. It's just a way to get the music out there, and a lot of people have fun with it. it is a little bit of a, black hole. You start listening to one song
Sure.
because they're all, you can go in order of the book. You can have the book
Yeah.
and look up the song, whatever. So,
Sure. That it sounds like I'm gonna be down the rabbit hole tonight after this call. Um, Thank you for sharing this, and thank you for sharing your heart and your music.
oh, you're
Thank you
welcome.
for this song today. The more the world continues in the vein that it is, really, the more I think we need songs like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And, a lot of people don't realize how healthy it is to be able to have a song on and listening to it or singing with it as opposed to the news, It's just so much better for us, really. I mean,
Yeah.
and it obviously I love songs that, like you said, I can find my heart in the song.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Annie, I wonder if we can sing the song again with you.
yeah, yeah. I think this is one of those songs that I think people pick up pretty quickly. It does go to this one little section where it goes, it just shifts to a different key, but it's really fun. I love that part. And then, of course, the Die Die Die, the Klezmatics, they're a klezmer band. They do all kinds of amazing music. And so this has that klezmer feel to it because that's what Lisa was thinking of when she wrote it.
Right.
So, all right, here we go. Well, I'm gonna get through this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna get through this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Well, I'm gonna work in this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna work in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Gonna get through this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna work in this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna get through this world the best I can. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. And I'm gonna walk in this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna walk in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Well, I'm gonna talk in this world the best I can, if I can. And I'm gonna talk in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. Gonna walk in this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna talk in this world the best I can, if I can. Gonna get through this world the best I can. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you,
You're
Annie
so
Patterson.
welcome. You're so welcome.
Just inviting everyone to breathe that in for a second, and wherever you are in this world, there's a lot of pain and a lot of grief, and it's within us and it's outside of us. Just thinking of everyone who's going through things, who is feeling for this world right now, whether it's Palestine and Israel or things within us, things outside that. Thank you for this song, Annie. Thank you for shining a light. Thank you for giving us pause and song and breath today.
Oh, you're so very welcome. And thanks to everyone here for showing up and being a part of this amazing platform. I love coming here. It is very helpful to be here with each other. So thank you.
Everyone, let's give a big thank you to Annie and thank you for being here. We hope you come back and we hope you have a blessed, wonderful day wherever you are. And can't wait to sing with you again. Let's wave goodbye to Annie. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for being here, for choosing to be here today, for choosing to sing together, for being part of this community of hope and healing. Thank you, Jaden, for all the work that you do to get this happening. Thank you to the Bears and to Mabel and to Bob and to Susan in Cincinnati and Kate in Charlottesville. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Arlene in Berkeley, for being here. Thank you, Bob, for being here. Thank you, Kathleen in Albuquerque, for being here. Thank you, Sheila in Florida, for being here. Thank you to Nancy for being here. Thank you, Sarah in Texas, for being here. Thank you, Kevin in DC, for being here. And thank you, Sue in Seattle, for being here, and Ruth in Birmingham. And Caroline in DC, thank you for being here. Diane, thank you for being here. Busy Graham, thank you for being here. Kathy in Denver, thank you for being here. Thank you for the gorgeous songbooks that you have. I'm going to try and get hold of them in this part of the world. Thank you, Laris in the UK, for being here, and Anne in Silver Spring for being here. Thank you, Linda on Orcas Island, for being here, and Annette in California. Thank you, Phil in the UK, for being here. Thank you, Hoda in BC, for being here. Thank you, Storm, for being here. Thank you, James. Thank you, Amanda and Miles, again with the songbooks and a cat. Love it. Thank you, Delhi, for being here. Thank you to Willard and Dawn and the Curly Tops for being here. Thank you, Gary and Jane in the UK for being here. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, LMG. Thanks, Ray and Moon. Aloysius. Hi, Joe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making all of this possible. Thank you, Ruth in Birmingham and Elizabeth in California. Thank you, Deborah, for being here. Thank you, Cricket. Wherever you are, whichever corner of the world, whatever time it is for you, whether it is the 11th of October or the 12th. May you have a blessed day and night. May you find healing and peace and love and sunshine. Thank you to everyone on the live stream. Goodbye and see you